Hey y'all, so this is my second take, me trying to get this video done the right way. Anyway, I'm gonna get right to the point. Basically, I'm logging in real quick. I'm making this quick video to say that I just worked out to Turbo Fire. I think it's 30 hit or 30 hit fire or something like that. It's the 30-minute one, and it was great. It was awesome. I really broke out of sweat. I've kind of cooled down a bit now, but before I was drenched in sweat. It was an awesome workout. And for those of you that have been watching my videos for the last, I'm going to say 2 weeks, you know that I just recently started doing Tae Bo. But I've come to the conclusion that as much as I like Tae Bo, I do get bored sometimes with it. Obviously, having done Insanity before, I got used to always being everything being so rapidly paced, like Insanity is. And Tae Bo tends to be a little, it's intense. It can get intense, but it's not as fast paced as Insanity is per se. So I kind of get bored sometimes with it. But so I've decided that I'm not gonna stick with just doing Tae Bo. I'm gonna switch it up every once in a while. Sometimes you might hear me say, "Oh, I walked today a mile," or I went outside in the and ran in my neighbor's treadmill, which honestly they've been very nice to allow me to use it. So I might do that sometimes, or I don't know. I'm just gonna switch it up. I refuse to stay in a rut and become complacent and become bored with my workouts, for lack of better words. So that's my plan this time, and I plan on doing this until I meet my goal, which is around at, I think, yeah, 135. I just found out the other day, funny enough, that I'm 5'3", and for years I've been thinking I was just 5'2". So the medical weight that I'm supposed to be at, the highest is, I think it's like 135. So I'm going to stick there, around there. I really don't want to get too skinny and just, I don't want to look bony. So 135, and I think from there I'll probably just tone up. But that's it. I'm not going any lower than that. And if things keep going the way that they are, you know, me continuing to eat well and all that, and working out, I should be at my goal weight by mid-September. I know my birthday is the 7th of September, which that was my initial goal, was to be at my goal weight for my birthday. But if it's still within the month of September, I'm fine with that. I haven't been down or that low, at that low of a weight in years. I mean, actually, I think since I was in high school. Yeah, since before I started college. When I started college, I put on some weight, about 15 pounds. That freshman 15, it happened to me. I gained weight. And after then, it just seemed like I never took it off. So anyhow, I don't want to go into my 30s being so overweight. I think I've said this in other videos, and I'm determined to make this happen. I'm determined to do what it takes to get to my goal weight this year. I do not want to end 2013 being extremely or so overweight. Which brings me to my next point. This morning I weighed in at 166.8, which is great. That means I'm losing about 1.2 pounds every day or every other day, and that's awesome for me. So far in total, since I started doing eating healthier again, I have lost 7 pounds. So to me, I'm just thrilled to know and to see that when you're that determined, things really happen, and they happen quickly. I really wasn't expecting this to happen this quick. But yeah, 7 pounds to me, that's kind of like what my husband could lose in a day, which is ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous and disappointing to me as a woman that he can lose that much weight in a day, and I have to work this hard to lose it in a few weeks, you know. But anyway, to me, that's a big deal. 7 pounds. I'm celebrating every ounce that I lose. It's a blessing to be able to see my goals being achieved one by one, among other things that I haven't gone into detail about here, but seeing that things really are happening, and seeing that determination and baby steps really matter. Every little baby step that you takes you closer and closer and closer to your goal. And that's the way I'm trying to look at it, instead of seeing things as, or focusing on, wow, I have this much weight to lose. You know, I'm trying to focus on every ounce that I can lose to get me closer. So that means every choice that I make with my food matters. And, you know, that means, for me, I love sweets. So that means if I need to stop, you know, eating sweets throughout the week, then that's what I will do. Or I will limit myself. Not like before, it was kind of like a free-for-all. Just whatever, you know, eat as much and as many sweets as, you know, I thought was good for me. And I'm seeing that that wasn't healthy for me. So anyway, going back, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Every meal that you put into, everything that you put into your mouth counts. So my mentality now is, Julie, make sure that whatever you're putting into your mouth counts towards your goal. So in other words, if I'm hungry or I'm feeling the urge to munch on something, instead of grabbing, I don't know, a Butterfinger, I'm grabbing tomatoes and what's this paste called? I forgot what it's called, but it's a dip. It's really healthy stuff. Yeah, and if not that, I'm grabbing carrots and I'm snacking on carrots, or if not that, I'm snacking on a cucumber, or, you know, I'll grab a banana or a peach, and you know, always keeping healthy things readily available to me, to within my reach. And another thing that I could say, well, to those of you that are trying to lose weight, is don't buy junk food. Because for me, like, when you go do groceries, you know, whatever you're bringing home, you're bound to eat it. So if you're buying junk food, if you're buying the processed stuff, then guess what? You're going to wind up eating it. Whereas if you see it at the grocery store and you leave it there where it belongs, then when you get home, you'll eat the healthy stuff that you have, because there's nothing else for you to eat. So for me, I know as a stay-at-home mom, it can be a challenge sometimes, because the fridge and, you know, all this food is always there for me. And that's why I think I started gaining weight and all that, was because I was buying cake all the time. Like, I'm talking within the last few months. I was buying cake, I was buying cookies, and I love the white macadamia nut cookies. And at Walmart, every time I would see it, it was like they would, you know, they'd be calling my name. So I would buy the big pack of the white macadamia nut cookies, which every cookie I think is like 150 calories. So I was eating like the entire pack by myself. And, you know, which now that I look back at it, I'm like, man, I can't believe I was eating all that. But that's what I was doing. And if it wasn't that, I was buying the 100 snack, those they're like sandwich, ice cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate thing, I don't know. So, but I thought, okay, well, since they're the 100-calorie ones, then I'll be good. I'm gonna eat healthy or whatnot. So, you know, I'll limit myself to eating one, which never happened. I found myself bringing the 100 calorie ones home and eating two and, not two, 3 and 4 in one sitting. And I mean, I'm just being real. That's how it was. So I needed to make a change, and yeah, doing everything in baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. I can't stress that enough. You can't learn to run until you learn how to crawl. Until you first learn how to crawl. So, baby steps. I've always said before also, like, even stuff like when you go to the grocery store, instead of finding the nearest parking spot, park way at the end so that you're forced to walk. And then when you come back with the groceries, you're forced to push that cart back full of the groceries, which means obviously in a way you might not think of it like that, but it's exercise. You're pushing it, and it's like strength training, I guess. But yeah, simple stuff like that. Or if you take the bus, get off 2 stops before your actual stop and force yourself to walk a little more. Things like that, they make a world of a difference. So, but that's it. I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and share, and all that other good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good night. Bye.